So a while back I did a Monica tier list and then this comment was posted in that video.
Can you do a Sayori tier list? I will love I see that please.
Now, I didn't have an issue making a Sayori tier list, but I did feel like I didn't have enough sprites of Sayori to make it as long as the Monica one. So I replied, I can try. I don't have many Sayori sprites though, so it might be shorter. And in response to this, I got this comment.
At Drechenaux, oh it's okay, my PP is smaller than the video and my girlfriend doesn't complain about it. So why should we? XD.
Yeah, I'm not really sure why I wanted to show you guys that, but whatever. Let's start with the Sayori tier list. So here's the blank tier list, and we will be ranking different forms of Sayori. And let's start with the OG Sayori or Vanilla Sayori. Just like with OG Monica, OG Sayori goes automatically into S tier because she's the original. So that's where she goes. There's really no contesting that. Next up, we have Ghost Sayori or Sayori as a ghost. And I know I put Ghost Monica in B tier, but I'm going to put Ghost Sayori in A tier. While she has the same problems as Ghost Monica, in that there's not much you can do with a ghost. The thing is, though, that she's pretty popular. I mean, people love the Sayori as a ghost series. And I just think, she deserves to be higher than B tier. So I'm going to put her in A tier. Next up, we have another fan favorite. There's adult Sayori, or Sayori when she's grown up. I mean, Sayori is technically an adult already. She's 18 at the beginning of the series. And anyway, Sayori as an adult, or I guess fully grown up, goes into S tier because, she's totally awesome. She has her own job, she supports herself. So, yeah, totally cool. She goes into S tier, definitely. Next up is Magical Girl Sayori. Much like Thigh Speed, as in Monica as a superhero, Magical Girl Sayori is Sayori's superhero form, and she also goes into S tier because she's a magical girl. She has magical powers and she'll save the day. So yeah, S tier. Next up, we have Mustache Sayori or Sayori with a mustache. And in case you're wondering, yes, this was an actual video, and Mustache Sayori goes into C tier. She shouldn't have a mustache, so that's why she's there. Not much more to say about that. Next up, we have Vampire Sayori. Now, I haven't actually made any series on Vampire Sayori. There's no video on her, and I'm going to put her in A tier, though. Because again, just like with Vampire Monica, there's the whole blood sucking thing and the fact that she's damned and stuff, so she goes into A tier. Bunny Girl Sayori, just like Bunny Girl Monica, goes automatically into S tier. With, there's basically just no contesting that. Next up, we have Spaghetti Sayori, as in Sayori, but she's made out of spaghetti. And I'm going to put her in B tier because, you might end up accidentally eating her. So yeah, B tier. Next up, we have Neko Sayori or Cat Girl Sayori. Now, the problem is I don't have the sprite for this one. And I know that must sound crazy as to how I can't have her sprite when I'm the one who made that sprite. But the thing is, I don't have the base sprite of her in this pink dress, and I've tried looking it up online, and I can't seem to find that sprite again. So if you know where that sprite is, please tell me. And the reason why I don't have her sprite anymore is because my computer crashed or basically broke down a while ago, and I lost a lot of the earlier sprites I had. So yeah. Anyway, Neko Sayori goes into S tier. Basically, she's a Neko, and that is automatic S tier, just like being a bunny girl. Really. Next up, we have Cow Sayori. Now, there are sprites of her on the internet, but I'm not sure I have permission to use them. Anyway, she goes into A tier. She's a cow, and that's basically it. So, Sayori Cow goes into A tier, I guess. Next up, we have male Sayori or Satori, basically. And he goes into A tier just like male Monica in the Monica tier list. He's great and all, especially if you're gay or bisexual. I'm neither of them. But again, it feels like you're just gender swapping the character and not doing that much to it. So, but anyway, yeah, A tier. Next up, we have Mix Sayori or Sayori when she works at McDonald's. Again, I don't have the sprite for this, and I made the sprite for this, but it's lost. Anyway, she goes into S tier. She has a job, and stuff, and she'll get you free food. So yeah, automatic S tier. Next up, we have Stalinori or Sayori, but she's Stalin. Since she's a communist, you know, she's absolutely terrible and has to go into C tier, along with Mastache Sayori. And fun fact, actually, I was going to give Stalinori a mustache too, but decided against it. So it's kind of fitting that Stalinori is with Mastache Sayori in C tier. Then we have Reindeer Sayori, you know, Sayori, but she's a reindeer, and she goes into S tier, you know, because she leads Santa's sleigh through, you know, the sky, and that's pretty cool. And we all love Santa, so S tier. And the last entry for this list is Sayori the Platypus. So we have Sayori, but she's like Perry the Platypus from Phineas and Ferb. And you know, she's a secret agent and stuff, so I'm gonna put her in A tier, but she's not as cool as the other Sayoris in S tier. And with that, you know, this list is over. Thanks for watching. I think I actually had more versions of Sayori than I did for Monica. Despite that, this isn't as long as I thought it'd be.
That's what she said.
So, yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Do leave a comment, do leave a like, and don't forget to subscribe for more DDLC content.